My name's Richard, and I'm a freediver. For me, being underwater is one of my favorite places in the world to be. And so I've always had that love, even since I was a little kid. My dad was smart enough to introduce me to the water in a way. I was 2 years old, and he took me to this motel that we were staying at, the Viking Motel, and he brought me by the poolside, and he had me sit there, and I walked to the edge of the diving board, and he got on the diving board, and he went, and he jumped in, and then he came out, and then he jumped in, and he did that a few times, and then finally he took me by the hand, and he walked me onto the diving board, and he let me stay there, and he ran back, jumped in the water, and he swam to me, and he's like, "Rich, come on, jump." And so, at 2 years old, I jumped in the water on my own will for the very first time. And so that laid the seeds for a lifetime of comfort in the water. And comfort in the water is very, very important. Oh, all over the world. I mean, even locally too. So just starting from Brooklyn, New Jersey shore, a lot of diving on the Jersey shore. Actually, I got a lobster once, a small lobster. And lakes in the area, Massachusetts, upstate, rivers, all over the Caribbean, South America, Central America, Belize, the Galapagos Islands, which is fantastic, Jamaica, Asia, Thailand, Japan, Palau, the Philippines, Vietnam. It's the freedom of freediving. I'm also certified in scuba. When you're on scuba, when you go down and you have the regulator in your mouth, you hear the bubbles going. You hear the bubbles blowing and the air moving. But when you're freediving, you prep for your dive at the surface, and you go. And you're just quiet, free, and moving slow, and you hear the sounds, you hear the fish, you hear the parrotfish with their big teeth gnawing at the coral to try and get that little bit of bacteria and eating, and you hear maybe a sea lion come by and he swims in, and you hear his hand go, you hear the waves moving up and down, and you just, for me, it's the closest thing I can get to being outside of the world I live in. I had learned in Mexico that sea lions like to bite your fin, and so I was diving in the Galapagos Islands, and I had these fins with me, and so I was filming a sea lion. I had my underwater camera, and the sea lion was right about where you are, and we were just playing with each other, almost like a dance. And at a certain point, I kicked back, and I lean my fin, I kick my leg, and I lean my fin forward, and the sea lion swims up and goes, and he takes his little tiny nibble at my fin, and then I found out later that means like hello, that means like that's their way of like checking me out, and he swam away after that. But I felt like I connected with a sea lion in the Galapagos. That was really nice. I was attacked once. Actually, I have this photo. This photo I took in the Galapagos Islands, and this is a territorial fish. I think it's a female. I swam into this fish's territory in the Galapagos and was repeatedly attacked by this fish over the course of 15 to 20 minutes. And I couldn't believe it. It was about this big, and it was really aggressive and kept chomping, and this is a tough fish. You could see it looked like it almost was caught once, but it fought through. It looks like its lower lip was ripped. It looked like it fought through even trying to get caught with a line. So my brother saw the video, and he thinks that there were some little fish eggs, that it was maybe defending its territory, but I came upon it, and it just, out of nowhere, it was almost from the deep, it came up and was like, boom, boom, nipping at me, and I go on my back, and I'm kicking my fins, kicking my fins this way. I'm kicking. I'm like, and I got my camera and my casing, and I'm smashing it. I'm trying to whack the fish with my camera, like boom, boom. I think one thing I might try to punch it, and nothing I did deterred the fish. The only thing that stopped the fish was when I swam far enough away and I was no longer in its territory. And then I believe that's the reason why it stopped attacking me. Yeah, I'd love the idea of having a free dive shop where I could teach people how to dive. Many people, they think they can't dive underwater. They're like, I can't hold my breath. But the thing is, they never were taught how to do it properly. And so I would love to have a dive shop and teach people how to experience even just a fraction of some of the underwater moments I've experienced.
Thank you, and good luck with your plan.
Thank you.